Good morning, Davao de Oro. Good morning, DepEd family, and good morning, Mathematics 10 learners. Welcome to Z-eskwela at Z Radio 88.5. Siguradong lingaw, siguradong kuyaw. I am Miss Pebble P. Pumikpik of Mabini National High School, the Shoreline's finest school in Davao de Oro. And I will be your mathematics teacher for today. To help me in teaching you today, I have here Darla, Roxanne, and Raymond. Let us continue to learn our lesson in Mathematics 10. Be in your study area and prepare your materials, your paper and your ball pen. Please prepare also your water and other things that you need. Be comfortable and listen well. Are you now ready, my dear Mathematics 10 learners? I'm sure you are. Come on, let us learn about chords, arcs, and angles of a circle. As we go through our lesson this morning, these are the things we expected to learn. In this lesson, you will be able to identify the chords, arcs, central angles, and inscribed angles of a circle. Name the chords, arcs, central angles, and inscribed angles of a circle. Value accumulated knowledge as means of new understanding. Before we go to the main topic, let us review the definition of a circle and some terminologies we are going to encounter as we discuss chords, arcs, and angles of a circle. It is important to define some terms that are used in our topic for today, so that it would be easier for us to understand the topic as we go along the discussion. For our review, please listen to Raymond as he defines the terms and gives examples of each term. Also, prepare for some questions that he will give to you as they have their recap.
Hi, it is me, Raymond. Let us have a review on some terminologies that will be used in our topic today. Do take notes and listen well. So what is a circle? A circle is a set of all points in the same plane that lie at an equal distance from a center point. The circle is only composed of the points on the border. You could think of a circle as a hula hoop. It is only the points on the border that are the circle. The points within the hula hoop are not part of the circle and are called interior points. The distance between the midpoint and the circle border is called the radius. A line segment that has the endpoints on the circle and passes through the midpoint is called the diameter. The diameter is twice the size of the radius. The distance around the circle is called the circumference and could be determined either by using the radius or the diameter. In other words, the radius is the distance from the center outwards. The diameter goes straight across the circle through the center. The circumference is the distance once around the circle, with the formula of C is equal to 2 pi r. And here is the really cool thing. When we divide the circumference by the diameter, we get 3.141592654, so on and so forth, which is the number of pi. Are you with me on this? Did you get it? I know you have, since it is just a recap about the previous lessons you have discussed in your past grade levels. Now, listen to Roxanne as she will give examples on radius, diameter, and circumference.
Hi, I am Roxanne. And now, allow me to give you examples of the terms mentioned by Raymond. An example of a radius. Circle D. The radius is line segment DA that measures 3.5 centimeters. An example of a diameter. The diameter is line segment CD or line segment BC that measures twice the radius of 3.5 centimeters. That is equal to 7 centimeters. An example of circumference. We can say circumference is pi times diameter. You walk around a circle which has a diameter of 100 meters. How far have you walked? Distance walked is equal to circumference is equals to pi times 100 meters. That is equal to 314 meters. Now, is it clear? Have you refreshed your minds about it? I know you have. Now, I want you to answer the questions that Darla would ask you about the things we have reviewed.
Before I start, please take a breath and relax. These are just questions related on the things we talk about. Are you ready, Mathematics 10 learners? I know you are. Question number 1. It is the distance from the center outwards. Again, it is the distance from the center outwards. The answer is radius. Number 2. It is composed all points in the same plane that lie at an equal distance from a center point. It is composed all points in the same plane that lie at an equal distance from a center point. The answer is circle. Number 3. It is the distance once around the circle. It is the distance once around the circle. The answer is circumference. It is a line segment that goes straight across the circle through the center. It is a line segment that goes straight across the circle through the center. The answer is diameter.
Now, you're ready to learn about chords, arcs, and angles of a circle. I hope that our recap has refreshed your minds. At this moment, we are going to discuss chords, arcs, and angles of a circle. In our review, we have learned that a circle is a set of all points equidistant from a given point called a center of the circle. We also discussed some basic parts of the circle, like the center, radius, and diameter. Now, we are going to talk about another parts present in a circle: the chords, arcs, central angle, and inscribed angle. Now, let us listen to Darla as she will give details on chords of a circle.
Hello! Now, let's talk about chords. A chord is a segment whose two endpoints are on the circle. In the figure, you can see an example of a chord. We can name a chord using the two endpoints of the segment that is located on the circle. In the figure, we name the chord as line segment AB or line segment BA. A diameter is also a line segment that passes through the center of the circle and has two endpoints, while chords are segments that has exactly two endpoints. Is a diameter a chord? Or is a chord a diameter? Let us investigate. Is a diameter a chord? Yes, it is. A diameter is a special kind of a chord that passes through the center of the circle and splits the circle in half. It contains two endpoints that is also present in naming a chord. Meanwhile, is a chord a diameter? Sometimes a chord is a diameter if it passes through the center of the circle and splits the circle into half. In short, a diameter is the longest chord in the circle.
Now, is it clear, our grade 10 learners? If it is, then let us proceed to the next part of the circle, the arc. For this topic, it will be discussed by Raymond. Do listen carefully, my dear learners.
Hi, it's me again. The next part that we are going to talk about is the arc. Arc is a part of a circle which is located between the 2 points on a circle. We can name an arc by locating the points in the circle. In this case, in our example, we can name it as arc AB. There are 3 types of arcs: the minor arc, major arc, and the semicircle. First, let us talk about the minor arc. Minor arc is an arc that measures less than 180 degrees, and it is named by using 2 letters of the 2 points in the circle and is indicated by the symbol. In our example, the name of the minor arc is arc AB or arc BA. The second type is the major arc. Major arc is an arc that measures more than 180 degrees, and it is named by using 3 letters of the 3 points in the circle, and it is indicated by the symbol. In our example below, the name of the major arc is arc ACB or arc BCA. The last type of arc is called the semicircle. From the word itself, semi, which means half, therefore it is half a circle. A semicircle measures exactly 180 degrees, half a measure of a whole circle that measures 360 degrees. It is named by using 2 letters of the 2 points in the circle and is indicated by the symbol. In our example below, the name of the semicircle is arc AB or arc BA.
I know you have learned something from our discussion, but we will still have angles of a circle and more examples. For now, let us have a break for some reminders from Z Radio 88.5. Do not go away, my dear learners. We are not yet done with our lesson. There will be more examples when we come back. Stay tuned and don't go away.
The Radyo Z-eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Hanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We Inc. Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertodazo, Icon Builders and Supply, and Apex Mining Company Incorporated.
Welcome back, grade 10 learners. Now, let us continue our discussion. But before we will proceed, let us have an exercise on the things we talk about, the chords and arcs. Allow me to read the questions twice. Then you will have 15 seconds to answer the questions. I will give the answers, then provide explanation for you. Are you ready? Let us now start. Problem number 1. Use the circle given as a basis for your answer. Determine whether the statement is true or false. For 1.1, line segment BC is a diameter. Again, line segment BC is a diameter. For 1.2, line segment OC is a radius. Again, line segment OC is a radius. For 1.3, line segment DB is a chord. Again, line segment DB is a chord. Do you have your answers now, my grade 10 learners? Let us check. For 1.1, if line segment BC is a diameter, the answer is false. It is not a diameter, as it did not pass through the center of the circle. It is just a chord. For number 1.2, if line segment OC is a radius, the answer is true. It is a radius, as it starts from the center of the circle going outwards at a point in a circle. For 1.3, if line segment DB is a chord, the answer is true. The segment shows a diameter. As what we have discussed, a diameter is a special kind of a chord and is the longest chord. Problem number 2. In the following figure, identify the radii, diameter, and the chords. I will give you a few seconds to do that. Do you have your answers now? Then let us identify the radii, diameter, and the chords. For our radii, we have line segment OB or line segment BO, line segment OF or line segment FO, and line segment OD or line segment DO. For our diameter, we have line segment BF or line segment FB. For our chords, we have line segment AB or line segment BA, and we have line segment CE or line segment EC, and we have line segment BF or line segment FB. I hope you have the correct answers. For problem number 3, in the figure, identify the minor arcs, major arcs, and the semicircles. Look at the figure. I will give you a few seconds to identify them. Do you have your answers now for problem number 3? Then, let us check them. For the minor arcs, we have arcs AC, CE, DE, and DA. For our major arcs, we have arcs ACD, ADC, EDC, ECD, DAE, DEA, CDA, and CAE. For our semicircles, we have semicircle DAC, CED, ACE, and semicircle ADE. I hope you have the answers correct. Now, let us go back and continue. The last part of a circle are the angles of a circle. Roxanne will discuss the angles of a circle. Please listen well, my dear grade 10 learners.
Hi, let us now talk about the angles of the circle. The first angle we are going to discuss is the central angle. Central angle is an angle whose vertex is on the center of the circle and whose sides are the radii of a circle. The center of the circle is also the vertex. In our example, it is A. The central angle is angle BAC and the sides are the radius, line segment BA or line segment AB, and line segment AC or line segment CA. The next kind of angles we are going to discuss is the inscribed angle. It is the kind of angle whose vertex is on the circle and whose sides contain chords of a circle. The inscribed angle in our example is angle ABC. Once you can find a central or inscribed angle, another part of a circle can be determined. It is the intercepted arc. It is an arc that lies in the interior of an inscribed angle or central angles and has endpoints on the angle. In our first example, in the central angle, the intercepted arc is arc BC or arc CB, while in our second example, it is arc AC or arc CA.
Those are the angles of a circle. Now, prepare yourself for an exercise. I will give you a few seconds to answer the question. Are you ready, Mathematics 10 learners? I know you are. Let us start. For this problem, identify the central angles, inscribed angles, together with its corresponding intercepted arcs. Look at the figure and analyze. Now let us answer our exercise. Do you have your answers now, my grade 10 learners? Let us check them. For the central angles, we have angle BAN and its intercepted arc, arc BN. Then we have another central angle, angle YAM, and its intercepted arc is arc YN. Then let us go to the inscribed angles. We have angle BXE. Its intercepted arc is arc BE. Then we have another inscribed angle, angle XBY, and its inscribed angle arc XY. Then we have another inscribed angle, angle XEC, and its intercepted arc is arc XC. I hope you have learned something from our discussion. When we get back, we will have a generalization of our topic. I will also give some items in your modules which you will answer on your own. Let us have a break again for some reminders from Z Radio 88.5. Do not go away!
The Radyo Z-eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Hanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We Inc. Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertodazo, Icon Builders and Supply, and Apex Mining Company Incorporated.
Welcome back, grade 10 learners. Now, I hope you have learned the parts of a circle, which are radius, diameter, chords, arcs, and angles of a circle. Again, let us go back and identify the parts of the circle. The radius is a line segment with the distance from the center to any point in a circle. It is 1/2 the diameter. The diameter is a chord passing through the center, and it is twice the radius. The chord is a segment whose two endpoints are on the circle. The diameter is the longest chord you can find in a circle. The arc is a part of a circle, which is located between the 2 points on a circle. There are 3 types of arcs. The minor arc measures less than 180 degrees. The major arc measures more than 180 degrees. And the semicircle is equivalent to half a circle with a measure of 180 degrees. The central angle is an angle whose vertex is on the center of the circle and whose sides are the radii of a circle. The inscribed angle is a kind of angle whose vertex is on the circle and whose sides contain chords of a circle. I hope the lesson was clear to you, my grade 10 learners. As for our assessment, please continue to answer all the exercises in your module, particularly the Module 3 for Quarter 2. Try to answer the activities honestly, then check them using the answer key provided to you. Be patient enough and do take time. Take some break and rest. Then, use what you have learned today to answer the task given to you by your respective teachers in the weekly home learning plan. Be sure to submit your output to your mathematics teachers on Friday. To all the listeners out there, especially to the Mathematics 10 learners together with your family, thank you so much for being with me today as we tackled our lesson in Mathematics 10. Thank you so much. Again, this is Miss Pebble P. Pumikpik of Mabini National High School with Darla, Roxanne, and Raymond. Be with us next time as we will tackle more lessons in Mathematics 10. Good morning and God bless us all.
Radyo Z-eskwela Executive Committee. The School's Division Superintendent, Eufemia T. Gamutin, Cecil 5. Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Romel R. Handayan. OIC Curriculum Implementation Division Chief, Karina S. Frasco. School Governance and Operations Division Chief, Dr. Ruben J. Riponte. Members, Cecilia Morales, Dr. Hilda A. Opeña, Dr. Arlene B. Lim, Dr. Eldecris B. Calzadora, Dr. Dexter A. Siquinia, Nohara O. Pinute, Noemi P. Canales, Dr. Grace D. Pontillas, Virgilito C. Pabrices, Juanito Lapiceros, Engineer Norberto S. Manlangit, Jomar M. Dumupoy, Bob Dalan S. Milabat, Medard T. Ampit, and Paz Eugenia Villusino. Technical Working Committee, Productions and Communications, Lorely E. Quijano, Given G. Hinampas, Judyland T. Yu, Donna D. T. Bolifer, Mary Rose N. Resma, Riwen Manuel, Irene Lea C. Manguhon, and Bessie Aya N. Banias. Social Media and Packaging Team, Christian Anhara L. Martesio, William R. Ranara, Joan T. Iscoton, Roberto S. Acusar Jr., May B. Istaniol, Richard H. Arellano, Clee L. S. Blanco, Ralph A. Tabanyag, Angelo Gutierrez Jr., and Jade Karen Araiz.